Uh, all right, this is our last and final wine and chat for 2021. Can you believe that? Woohoo! 2022 is just around the corner in a few days. Few updates before we get started. We will have a FIT class tomorrow, but in my Facebook thing, I said it was going to be at 11:15. I got schedule changed, so we'll be back to 12 p.m. So I'll just remind everybody on Facebook that it's back at 12 p.m. tomorrow. All right. So FIT, and then Thursday, I believe Maribel is going to do at 10 a.m. And then I will do a 9 a.m. Flex Friday for our last and final workout on New Year's Eve on Friday. So
I think Maribel's is
lunch.
What, lunch? 12.
Yeah, lunch. Correct. My bad. I don't know why I was
I just saw this, Jay. You have December 20. Oh, you can't even see, but I screenshot it. You have Wednesday, December 28th, Tuesday, December 28th. So I was like, wait, what day is it? You know how these days already, you don't know what they are?
All right. Is that on Facebook? Is that what I posted?
That was this holiday schedule post. Sorry, you can't see, but I take a screenshot.
Yeah, guys, come on. The 28th. Both days are the 28th.
Right?
I
don't know what day it is anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tomorrow it's noon.
Tomorrow it's noon. I'll make another Facebook post with the right date. I gotta stop drinking whatever Colin's drinking there.
Good. I'm not the only one.
Hey, Jay, I'm going to do New Year's Day as well.
Are you?
I'm going to kick off the year.
What, same time, 10 a.m.?
Yeah.
Hey, I am free. I will join in.
Oh, look at that. I know Ron and Friend loved the last one.
Yeah.
Is it terrible, you guys? I looked at the write-up of it and I almost threw up. No, it doesn't feel
It's
okay.
actually
Okay.
enjoyable.
It's challenging. That's all I can say. I was tired.
Okay, I'll see you at 10 a.m. Roland. Mountain time.
Roland, it's your turn to be yelling at me to be like, you call that a squat?
Wow.
You
10 a.m.
call
New
that a
Year's
squat?
Day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jay, that's not a high tuck jump. That's a low tuck jump, Jay.
Those aren't high knees. Those are Chinese.
And Jay, you can equally yell back at him to go right to the timer because I've heard him yell at you for that.
Oh yeah, right. True story. It's different when you're actually teaching and like trying to run the time and like talk because you're out of breath.
Yeah.
But that's just me being out of shape too. So anyways, all right, 2021. It's been a crazy year with the pandemic, gyms opening, shutting down, my coaches getting injured, me getting injured. So schedule changes. So I just wanted to say thank you for hanging in there. We made it to December and the end of the year, end of 2021. So thank you for your support and hanging in there with me through all the changes and struggles. Appreciate it a lot. We got 2 coaches certified. Crystal, did you get certified this year? It was this year, right? So we got Crystal certified. We got Roland certified in 2021. So yeah. Oh, Coach Candace is logging in. Yeah. So lots of changes in 2021. Anybody want to share any of their major wins in 2021? Coach Candace, one of the wins was probably surviving Coach Candace's XFIT classes. Eh?
Yeah.
Right.
Not just surviving, but learning, surviving, and then by the end of the year, actually enjoying them. You know, so it was sort of an attitude change for me throughout the year where I would cringe when I would look at her workouts on Sunday night on Facebook, and then by the end of it, it's like, okay, I can do that. So, Good. Slowly she sort of helped me to change my attitude. Negative mindset, to positive. See? So so that's something to work on for next year. Continue to do that. But
yeah, mindset. But you know what? Also, like mindset, and then also just really believing in your abilities and what you can do. Because when you see all those burpees on Candace's workout, you're like, oh man. But then when you actually do it and you finish, you're like, wow, I just did that. So it's that self-belief, that self-confidence, and that mindset. So well done. Yeah. Any other major successes, wins? Anybody want to share?
Beating stage 4 cancer, I guess, for me.
That is, you know what? Yeah.
Twice. Second time, so if I can do that, I can do any of Candace's CrossFit, right? So
That's a burpee.
You are. So yeah, that was a big one for me, for sure.
Right? Yeah. Damn. Yeah. So whenever you have cancer, just do a burpee, right, Roland?
That's right. Do 10 of them.
Man. Damn.
And you didn't just beat it, you crushed it and you inspired people along the way.
Yeah, thanks, Brandy. It was yeah, it was a hard one. It's funny because I kind of people ask me how I am, and I'm kind of like downplaying it and stuff. And there's a guy that I traveled with last week to Montreal and Toronto. And he said, because he could hear me talking about it with other people, he said, "Hey, you know what? You shouldn't be all sad and say, hey, it was tough. You should say you killed it. You know, you're awesome. You did great, and not downplay it. Like you should be so excited and inspire others, just like what you said, Brandy, because
Did inspire
I
us.
did. It was so hard, yet I was able to push through it not only once, but twice in a different organ. And I was able to do this and get certified and everything. So yeah, he's trying to like make me more excited. And I'm like,
True.
I'm not like, I'm more of a humble guy. I don't like showing off and all that stuff. But he said, you should, because it's
Well, it's
inspiring.
yeah.
It's motivating. It's all that
Totally.
stuff.
And it's not showing off. It's more like being proud of like what you went through and what you accomplished. So celebrate that. And like honestly, if I didn't know you and we were just like walking down the street and I saw you, I wouldn't have guessed that you fought cancer twice. And like, you know, like I would just think you're just some Jack Filipino walking down the street drinking a Starbucks. So
Yeah, it's good. So
good for you. Good for you. Anyone else? Any struggles or
I just
sorry,
want to
go ahead.
comment on Roland's thing. The thing is, Roland, like you never know. Often this goes for all of us, like the ways that you impact people's lives, like Candace, your workouts. It was like it stretched me in a way that like when I would doubt myself in the world, not just in the gym, I was like, you can do more than you think. Right. And for you, Roland, it was like you watching you and then show up like 6 days post chemo and killing it. Like I would watch you and push myself and I was like, oh, I'm keeping up with Roland. And, you know, you just remind us that it is about perspective and, you know, we can do hard things and there's so much more in us than we think we're capable of. And what I think is a problem, when I saw what you were battling, it didn't become a problem. So again, you'll never know the impact that you had in the courage that you showed.
thanks, Marty. And
And
you
sharing.
yourself, you went through COVID. You went on camera while you were in bed, I think, one time on Zoom, and you wrote a book. I don't think I could ever write a book.
Wrote a book.
I just read
Yeah.
books.
Wow.
But Jay wrote a book too. We got two
Authors.
what is it? Is it the Pulitzer
Pulitzer Prize. Yeah.
Oh, it is. So, look at this. So
Not yeah, mine's more like pulled pork versus Pulitzer Prize. Yeah. Yeah.
pulled pork.
Yeah. So no, yeah, lots to remember. Like, wow. I mean, this year it seems like it went by so fast and we've gone through so much. So proud of each and every one of you. Anybody else want to share anything throughout the past year or even just last week? Like, let's finish this year strong. What are some wins, successes, and any even insights? Like, what'd you learn this year?
I think we're thankful for this opportunity, really, to have this resource to show up at on almost a daily basis and take advantage of the training and the different exercises that people are providing. Like it's an awesome avenue for us to get. Like we really find it useful. It gives us confidence. It allows us to continue doing things. So I mean, it's been a real plus all year, and as everybody's mentioned, like there's been a number of ups and downs with, you know, shutting things down, and yeah, but this is kind of a positive group to kind of deal with that you kind of forget about all that other stuff and move on with the activities here. So it's been a really good thing for us.
Awesome. Yeah, I appreciate that. And you know what? We all love having you both there. So it is awesome. You two are just as inspirational and motivating as anyone here. So thank you for joining in. You guys are probably one of the most consistent people that join the lives. So I thank you for that. So
And I
And Jay,
love
one of my
watching-
goals, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I love watching Ron and Fran with their like grandkids running through, and
Yep.
one week they're in the living room, then they're in like this smaller space, and it was like, that is what it looks like to live beyond circumstance, to show up no matter what.
Yep.
And I'm just like, yeah, note to self. I love it.
I was
Go
gonna
ahead,
say,
Ken.
one of my goals next year, I always see Ron and Fran sort of just doing high knees during the 10 or 15-second break. So that's one of my goals. I know like Lori Bell's always smiling, and Ron and Fran are always just, they don't take a break. They're always, getting in 10 or 15 seconds of exercise. So that's sort of one of my goals for next year, learning from some of the group members here. Always being active even during the breaks, and then always smiling, never complaining like I used to last year. So I'm sort of taking that. Yeah, but I probably shouldn't have said that. The first time I'm grouchy or complain, then I'm gonna get reminded of that goal for
well,
2022.
we're all going to be watching you during the break,
Yeah.
during the rest periods now. We're all going to be watching you during the rest.
Friday 9 o'clock. I'm just gonna bitch and complain so much and get it out in 2021. And then
You're like,
start.
Colin, that was so 2021 you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
get it,
yeah,
man.
exactly. So 2021. One of the highlights that I was like super happy and super proud of was when we missed you, Brandy, but when we all went to Banff and we went for the hike, and it was great to see everyone. Like Roland came all the way from Vancouver, Maribel from Winnipeg. So
Like I hiked a mountain, like,
yeah,
come on,
like
right?
Candace doesn't do that. And she was
Yeah.
like, I just hiked a mountain. Yeah. So, and it was cold. It was cold. It was cold that day in August. It was August and it was cold. So that was a highlight for me to bring everybody together. And like it was a fun time. It was great seeing everybody. So I would love to do that again this year. We'll see where our adventures will take us this summer. So, but yeah, and Brandy, you got to be there for sure.
Absolutely. And Jay, I don't know if you're gonna celebrate it, but I want to acknowledge you for your courage and your strength of character, like how classy you were through your whole campaign, and with the end results. And I still have your signs in my trunk, so every time I open my trunk I'm reminded. And it's funny how many people have asked, did he win? And even my mom, who's from BC, was like, did he get it? And I said, she was just out here for Christmas a week ago, and I said, no, shamefully it was like 95 ballots or 94, something stupid. And then I just went on to like brag about how you were like taking on me with the mayor, and then being part of and you continue to contribute and to bounce back and to pick yourself back up, because that's a very public fail. And I use that in a very loose term, right? First attempt in learning, fail, first attempt in learning. And not many people could handle it in the way that you did so quickly. So I want to acknowledge you for your courage and your contribution, your sense of contribution to the city that you even ran, and then how you dealt with it all. And it was a loss on our part, Jay, because you're phenomenal.
I appreciate that. Thank you for the kind words.
It was taking on this job for your family. Like, again, another point when I was bragging about who you are as a man, that you are willing to do whatever it takes to live the life that you're committed to for everybody. And that's amazing. I know that takes a toll. So we appreciate you.
Oh, no, thank you. I appreciate you guys. It was honestly, that was a highlight for me for this year. Was running in the election. I definitely learned a lot, met a lot of great people. And yeah, me and when we found out the results, Emma was downstairs with me, and we both started crying, and it was, I don't know, but it was good. Thank you. It was learning.
But you got to show Emma in that though, right? Like,
yeah. And then she was like, Dad, in 4 years, I can vote for you. So I was like, oh, perfect. 94 votes to go. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. So no, that was definitely one of the highlights and one of the challenges and learning experiences for me for 2021. So goals. What are some goals for 2022?
Well,
Anyone?
I can share. So it kind of goes with what I would celebrate for last year, which I always pick a word of the year. I'm guessing probably many of you on the screen do as well. But last year, my word was brave and growth. And so I spent all my resources committing to anything that would grow and stretch me, and that had brought up that I had to have a lot of courage and face a lot of limiting beliefs, a lot of obstacles, self-doubt, fear. And I did this big course at the beginning of December, the Date with Destiny course, which is like 84 hours and 6 days. They just like rip you apart, but not in a dramatic way, but for lack of better word, and really get you to like see how you wound up being so that you can then like intentionally create it. And I was so disappointed because I came out of that. And yes, I came out on December 9th, 10th. And I was like, oh my gosh, Christmas and all the things. And I'm in sales and I've completely missed the selling season. And so that's part of it, like what took up my next 2 weeks after. But I've been really struggling with, where's my motivation? Like I would get up between 5 and 6 and do my morning routine and this and that. And I sleep till like 7, 8, like my body's sore from being in bed for 7, 8 hours. I'm like, I'm not used to that. So it was right there. And again, I share this because so many people on the screen are goal setters, right? And achievers. And what I realized was through that year and setting all these big goals and achieving so much, my word coming up, which links to my goals, is grace. And a really unsexy second word is consistency. And the third word is mastery. And so really what I think has happened is that I am so used to being a human doing, and that this last 2 weeks, none of that drive was there. And I was like trying to just be with it of like, what is it like to not be so driven that it's like to the point of like collapse, right?
Yeah.
And to actually sink back into my goal, my intention next year is to enjoy what I've created, what I've built, and who I've become in 2021, and to give myself some grace to focus on health is my primary goal, because without health, we can't achieve anything and nothing is as rich. And my next goal, of course, is to launch my book and then to become that speaker and author. And so those are my tangible goals, but really to sink into like, who am I being? And then to say no to more things so that I can powerfully deliver on the things I've said yes to. And to, instead of like being a doing, just like settle and enjoy into who I'm committed to being so that I can like contribute to other people. So yeah, long story about what the goals are. It's different. It's not just like check, check, check. And it is check, 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 but it's like who I get to be in that process. So.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. After you said that, I'm starting to think of like, I want 3 words for me too. So some deep thoughts.
There's a really cool thing. I'll post the website. I just did it for my team, for everyone that was at our team meeting that gave me their word. You go on and you can add multiple words, or for the ones that just had one, and it's like oneword.com. I'll post it, but it makes these beautiful posters of your one word. And then you can like frame it or put up, and you can do different shapes, different colors, different themes, but it's really fun. So I was just creating theirs for them. But yeah, I'll post it. So if you guys do pick a word, but the thing about picking a word I find is in all the noise and the like chaos of, especially right in COVID and this cancel, it's like that one thing that guides me. Like, am I being my commitment this year? Right. So yeah, I've already canceled like 2 trips in January in the space of, because I knew grace was my word. It was like, it's not about doing all of the things and saying yes. Last year, I proved to myself that I am able, capable, and powerful, and I can make anything happen. Like Fran and Ron, living beyond my circumstance, right? Like I have this, but I have that, I have this and I have that. How do I make it all work? Right. And now I'm like, I'm ready to slow down and settle into what I have created so I can enjoy it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh, that's awesome.
Thanks for
I appreciate you sharing.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Not all at once now.
What goals for next year?
Yeah, goals. Yeah, goals, thoughts, concerns, like whatever challenges you want, whatever.
I mean, for me, I think this year I probably focused a lot, and I think I said it a few times, just on the mental health, not so much the physical health.
You just muted yourself.
Yeah, no, I coughed. I just want me to mute myself with that. So next year, I definitely want to, make that switch and sort of focus more on the physical, and including that would be, the nutrition. I think this year I sort of just worked out to sort of maintain the same, eating habits. So now I got to sort of improve those, smaller portions, just eating healthier. And even at the F45, when we did the 45-day challenges, I never participated in those. I didn't want to weigh myself before or sort of set goals, just sort of say, well, I'll go when I can, I'll do what I can, and just sort of, maintain what I've got now. So I think certainly after, like I said, going through what I went through last with my parents and dealing with all that. So now I could sort of focus on the physical health, get out there and enjoy, sort of enjoy things again, sort of not just worry about taking care of, family and things like that. So
Tough, definitely tough
yeah.
year for it.
Yeah.
And,
So definitely, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm glad that you acknowledged taking care of the mental health, because without that mental health, it's hard to take care of the physical health, right? So
yeah,
good for you for making that a priority.
Yeah. So no, definitely the next year I want to sort of take part in all those, whatever the 30-day challenges, the 45-day challenges at F45, and sort of, make those goals and set them and work towards them. So instead of just, showing up and, having fun at the workouts and just being there. So now I think it's time to set some serious goals, and lose whatever pounds or however many inches off the waist and stuff like that. So yeah. That's certainly now that COVID, if things open up next year, I can go traveling and hit the beach, then there's some incentive too. It always seems to be a trip or something that gets me working out more. So.
Oh, I wish we could. Yeah, I'm looking forward to traveling again without getting any rapid tests and quarantining. And wouldn't that be nice if we could all be at a beach for our next energy reunion activity? So yeah, one day. Anyone else? Crystal, what about you? What's going on with you?
So I would say I probably spent the first, I don't know, 6 months of this year just trying to survive. Some of you guys know, some of you don't. At the beginning of the year, my daughter attempted suicide. So that was a rough go for the first bit, and it's still an ongoing journey. So like you said, Colin, mental health is very important. So we've all been working through that. And then just when that was starting to wind down, my dad was diagnosed with his 3rd type of cancer in 3 years. So we're working through all that. But with that, it was also a wake-up call that as much as I loved the job that I was in, I wasn't 100% happy. And so that's why I took my personal training course.
I can't talk right now. I'm doing gym girl shit.
Nope.
Nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I took that, and now I'm like loving my job. I love F45. It's really fun. But that kind of leads me into my next goals for next year is I really want to get my own personal training clients. So that's my big goal, is to get more of those one-on-one clients. So that's kind of my thing. And my kind of fun, fluffy goal is I do have a trip booked in March. Fingers crossed it still happens. I don't know. It's been put off for like 2.5 years now. And I kind of want to wear a bikini. I have never, since I was 16, worn a bikini. So it's kind of my goal. I'm kind of halfway to my goals. I started out this year shopping, buying larges, and I went dress shopping 2 weeks ago, and I'm a small. So I'm getting there.
Wow.
Yeah. I had to buy brand new leggings, which is not really always the best thing because they're freaking expensive. So, but I was excited that they're smaller. So I just tried to take that win. So yeah, my kind of goal for the new year is making sure my kids are okay mentally as well as myself, and just kind of like pursuing my career.
Love it. And I am very glad that you took your personal training course as well. Yeah. Well done. Thanks for sharing. Coach Candace, what's going on? I haven't seen you since 7-Eleven.
Since 7-Eleven, since I found out that Coach Jay was working at 7-Eleven. Man, like it's been a wild year, that's for sure. I don't even really know what my highlights are. I had a lot of changes in my career and had a lot of changes in my life. And I think I've learned to next year, I need to learn to say no sometimes, because that was like the biggest, because I was feeling the burnout like summer onwards. And you know, going to bed at like 6 p.m. is like not really cool when my kids are like tucking me in, reading me a book. And yeah, so I think I kind of learned to just, I need to slow down sometimes and not like please everyone, because I'm number one, right?
You are number one. Yeah.
So that's my main thing. I need to like learn to say no to like things and just not overstretch myself. I also need to stop eating baking, Christmas baking. So there's that. I'm real. I haven't really stopped because, you know, people don't give me gifts. They just give me baking. So like, and it's rude to throw out food. Right. So
Made food.
100%.
you know,
100%.
you gotta taste everything and then it's oof. So just like Crystal, I booked a girls trip for February, hopefully. Just nice little Palm Springs. So yeah, bikini, I gotta get bikini ready. I've been doing good though. I've been trying like my COVID weight's been coming off and I just been really like grinding really hard lately and just like, yeah.
How's your injury? Are you fully recovered?
I'm fully recovered. Yeah. A little mobility issue in my left ankle at times, but for the most part, you know, just doing my thing. Highlight was going on a hike for sure with all y'all. That was pretty cool because, you know, me, I complained the entire time. I really wanted to take the gondola. I really did, but no, just
Sorry.
get my big girl panties on. Oof. So yeah, looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to like being able to just do the lives again because I miss it. It's good. I miss all y'all and everyone's like complaining and but loving it, and that's just a good high. I have started taking personal clients, so I'm busy with that in the evenings now. So that's good. But again, it's always so hard in like Airdrie just to like get people because there's a lot of people and just like trying to get established. And so I've got a few under my belt. So hopefully we'll keep going with that. And
One day at a time.
yeah, I kind of just, I have that. And then I coach CrossFit and then I have F45 and then, you know, I'm a mom and then I'm busy. I'm moving and shaking people.
Hustle and grind. Hustle and grind.
Hustling, yeah. I'm just like the female J. Except for I don't work at
400.
Hugo Boss, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, other than that, my Christmas was good. Like it's come and gone. 26, they took my tree down. Sorry.
What?
Yeah, I know. I just kind of wanted like I was like ready for Christmas to be over with. And then I just wanted to like have my house settled, bring in the new year, bring that good energy in, and let's just go and eat
Awesome.
baking.
Yeah. Yeah.
All before the first.
I'm gonna try really hard to like cut my sugar has always been my like
Kryptonite.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not good.
It's my
Did
nemesis.
you throw out
as
the
well.
Christmas baking with the Christmas tree or?
No, that's just like you can't do that. You
Well,
try
not
to,
with that attitude.
well,
You can do anything you want. You can do it, Candace, just like you tell me.
that's
You
right.
can do it.
You're right. But it's still 2021, so we're not there yet. Sorry.
I've got the same. I got some cake up here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, other than that, goals. Yep. Just I want more clients. I want to get bikini ready. Oh, you know, maybe a pro card might be in there sometime. Maybe. I thought about it.
I like it. I like it.
But
I like it.
I need to get my eating under control. So that's my biggest thing. But a lot of my stress has gone out of my life. So that's good. So now I just need to rein in the eating and pump up the workouts.
Yeah. I
And
think
you're
we're
still
both.
good. You're posting pictures. You're doing a pistol squat on a box jump.
yeah, I saw that. Like, what the hell?
big deal.
Show
No
off.
big deal.
So,
Photoshop.
Collie, you know she's gonna
Photoshop.
put that in the CrossFit on Monday, right? You know she's gonna
Oh.
put it in the
Yeah.
CrossFit on Monday, right?
I don't have anything to jump onto. Oh,
I'm supposed to do more like social media stuff. I'm trying to like do more social media stuff. So then I was like, I downloaded TikTok. So
Ooh,
now I'm like getting all these like cool like ideas, and I'm trying to get my daughter to help me make reels and stuff, so that you might see a lot of a lot
Yeah,
of
I
reels.
only
and
do
stuff.
reels. I don't do TikTok.
Yeah, I don't do TikTok, but I like when you post stuff on Instagram, you don't get a lot of music choices. So then,
Yeah, that's
you know,
true. Yeah,
so
that's true.
then, anyways,
Whatever.
I swore up and down I would never get TikTok ever. And now here I am.
Yeah.
Bring on 2022.
22. Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah. Got to do what you got to do.
Gotta do what I gotta do. That's
Yeah.
it. That's all.
Awesome.
That's all I got.
Well, I'm glad you made the call, made it onto the call tonight.
I know.
So,
I actually remembered. I always keep forgetting when I see people post like, "Oh, good one in chat," and I'm like, ah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
awesome.
Here
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah, well, thanks for sharing. Ron, Fran, any goals for or plans, any trips for 2022? What's going on with you guys?
Yeah.
Well, we've had a trip kind of planned. We were pretty close. We've got a bike trip that we'd like to do in Amsterdam and
Ooh.
from Amsterdam to Bruges. And so we were gonna do it like last year and we canceled it. And then we had a schedule. We're gonna do it again this spring, and then whatever's happened. So maybe in the fall we'll get that done. So that's kind of on our list of things. I know personally, as far as fitness wise, from the videos that I've been watching of myself, I don't seem to be very flexible. and I would like to work on that maybe next year. So I'm not sure, maybe more yoga classes or something that I'll try and get into. But and food wise, we're always kind of battling that one, I guess. But
I get it. Yeah, food, nemesis, everyone's nemesis. I'm with you with the mobility though. I'm well, I'm always injured, but this injury is kind of like a wake up call, because I'm like, ooh, my hips, ooh, my ankle, ooh, my glutes. Yeah, I think we should plan a little more. I might even do some type of mobility class once a week. So we'll see. We'll see what we can do, because I can't do, I'll see if I can get Kendall back to do some yoga, or well, actually Kendall did Zumba, right? Lexi did yoga. Yeah, Lexi did yoga. Yeah, Lexi did yoga. So, but not even yoga, but just like some kind of mobility, like just a basic stretch class. So F45 has one called, what's it called now? What's it called, Candice? As you're eating there. What's our mobility class called?
Calypso Kings or something?
Calypso Kings. Yeah. Mobility. Anyway, yeah.
Gee, is
Sorry.
it an option to throw in like do our picture and then whoever can stay, throw in like 5 minutes of stretching at the end?
Oh yeah.
I can do stretching at the end of my class, no problem.
Isn't that a great time to do it when you're warm?
We can do it right after my class, and
Most of my people just want to go and die on a floor.
I don't care.
That's what.
I'll stay and stretch with you, Candace.
Yeah.
But if you do the picture and then people can stay or not, right? Just like 5 minutes, like just a little routine, like a warm up thing.
Yeah. I wanted to do like an actual, like a good 15-minute, 20 minutes of just like mobility stuff. Like, not necessarily yoga, because I don't like, let's look through our third eye, pray to Mother Nature. Like I don't do things like that. I can't. So I just want to stretch. So, but well, hope Ron and Fran, I hope you guys get to go on to that little bike ride of you guys, and get that trip. I know it's been crazy. We're all looking forward to traveling. So hopefully we all get to do that, and you guys get to go on that little bike ride that you guys have been canceling. So thanks for sharing, and thanks for being on here tonight. Roland, what's going on? Where's your wife?
It's her mom's, it's my mother-in-law's birthday. She's 71, and we have a dinner at 7:30. So we did our workout, and she ran upstairs to take a shower. So I'm waiting for her I don't know. She takes a while to get ready, but don't tell her. Oh, it's recorded, so she'll
Yeah,
probably
you shouldn't have been
"Yeah,
recording
yeah,
that, Jay."
I'm screwed. I'm totally
Right,
screwed.
now say she doesn't need to.
She doesn't need
Big
to.
luck.
Yeah, she doesn't need to at all.
Mm,
No, but hopefully she comes down here before we're done.
And message her.
Yeah, I know you. All you probably message her. You know what Roland said about you just now?
No, I'm just messaging her to get her bet down.
No, for me is just maintain my health. I have tests every 3 months to make sure I'm still good over the next 5 years, make sure cancer doesn't come back. Eat right, exercise, which I'm pretty, it's a habit for me. One of the big goals for me is, my company, Loblaws, has 200,000 employees. So I've already started like a platform online with 5 or 6, 7 people across the country that want to exercise with me. So, I'm trying to see what the appetite is for expanding that, because I know a lot of people in the business from Halifax all the way to Victoria, from supply chain to retail, and I know a lot of them want that high stressful job that we live in, that they work in, and exercising is probably one of the best things for them to relieve that stress. A couple of friends of mine, it's unfortunate, but when I went through my first cancer, about a couple months ago afterwards, somebody that I know at my work passed away from mental illness, committed suicide. And it's like funny because, well, it's not funny, it's sad that this second cancer, a close friend of mine as well was depressed and mental illness, he committed suicide. So, and he was one of the guys that checked in on me all the time. We went to lunch, dinner, took my kids out, knew Lena, bought her flowers, and checked in with me every week. And one time, once I was good, he stopped checking in on me. And I checked in on him, and he said he was fine. And then I got a call a couple of weeks afterward from someone else saying that he died, right? So, and it's so hard to see through people because you don't know how they're doing, and sometimes they don't want to open up. And he was one of those people that was always happy, always was selfless. And it was a shock to everyone in the business, in our business. And the only people that really knew of that situation was his wife and his kids. And he was unwilling to share that with people outside of his inner circle at home. And I thought I was part of the inner circle because he always checked in on me. We always went out, and I thought I had that trust with him that he could open up to me. But there's, it's hard for them with a disease like that it's such a struggle. And it was tough. It was tough when I heard it. Lena and I were close, and we shed a tear when it happened back in, I don't know, we went to this service about a month ago. So what we have here is, I don't know, it's such a huge opportunity to get through something like that, right? And there's so many people in the business I work in. Stress is huge in our business. There's so much pressure with what we do. I can see it. I lived through it for 15, 16 years. And unfortunately for me, the light went in my head when I got cancer, not once, but twice. So now it's totally a different shift in my mindset that if it could happen to me, it could happen to anyone else. But I have the opportunity to kind of, I think Candace or Brad, you said it earlier, is to kind of share that with everyone so that I can help them and inspire them and so forth. So that's kind of one of my goals for 2022 is kind of help them see that, right? It's funny, when I got my first cancer, you listen on the radio and you talk about cancer, this, cancer, that. You never thought that you would get it yourself. But now I think there's one person that a relative, a friend, it's everywhere. And same with mental illness. Somebody that has it. You would never think that it would happen to you or someone that but someone that probably has it, passed away from it, and it's devastating. So what we got here, it's essential for everyone to experience it and live through it. So that's kind of one of my biggest goals for 2022 is what I experience is kind of share that with everyone, because I've seen people struggle, pass away, and there's too many good people in the world to let that happen to them, right? So I know that's kind of pretty deep what you said, Jay, earlier, but that's important. We kind of laugh at all the workouts that we do at CrossFit and all the stuff that Candace has pushed us through, but you know what? Honestly, that shit's the best thing going for us, right?
Yeah.
You're feeling like hell, but afterwards you say it, but deep down inside, it's the best thing that you feel afterwards. And you might be swearing through it and says, in my mind, Candace, what the hell is she doing to me, right? But at the end, you think, damn, Candace, that was awesome, you know? So, and the mind, your mind plays tricks on yourselves, and that's what they should see through that. But yeah, that's one of my goals for 2022 for sure, is share what I've experienced and kind of sprinkle that fairy dust to everyone else to see that, so they can get through the tough times they have in their life.
Well, you're the perfect messenger for that, bro.
Roland, I'm just gonna say it. I think you have a book in there.
I was thinking that too. I was
There
thinking
you
that too.
go.
I even have a title. Cancer saved my life.
Oh, okay.
Right?
That's-
Because it would be like people like, what?
Yeah,
Right? But how you did it.
yeah.
Right?
Wow.
It is.
Deep. Deep.
Don't forget to mention me then.
There'll be definitely
and-
call outs with every single person
Yeah.
here. you know?
We all
Who's gonna
wanna
play me in
shout
the
out-
movie?
There'll be- Yeah.
Put in the energy fitness link.
Wait, Colin, who should play you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Harrison Ford.
Clooney or something?
Probably not hot enough.
Oh, wow. Wow.
No,
I'd be strutting around after that.
they're not hot enough, Colin.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, she
No,
said
no, that's
they're
what I'm saying.
not
I'm gonna be strutting
Oh,
around
feeling good.
after you
Feeling
saying that.
good?
Wow. I should put away the cheese.
Colin,
and the wine.
I'll reach out because one of the courses that I got this year, communities that I'm in, it's called Project Next, which I think is a dumb name. Anyways, but it's with Dean Graziosi and Tony Robbins, and it's about turning your mess into your message. And it's like they really are big supporters of not the traditional education, but like life education. And, you know, would you rather pay somebody who has like, you know, a degree and or someone who's actually been through and is on the other side? And that's part of my purpose, is bridging the gap between pain and where people want to be, so they don't have to go into the dip as much. Right. So I think that, you know, that may be an avenue of how you can reach people. And I really hear what you're saying about community. That was one of the things I realized so much this year, was how many people, you guys, lack community. Not just even this amazing, positive, growth, encouraging community, but like any sense of like having people. And it's so sad.
I agree.
Is she here?
No, that's, I told her, what is she ready? No.
Give someone the finger.
Brain says she's doing her other stuff, means her makeup, her hair, her eyelash, you know, I don't know anything of that stuff. The ladies do, but Jay and I, look at our, like.
Hey, I get out of the shower and I'm ready. I'm good. I'm good.
All the way down to sleep quickly.
Jay,
Yeah.
since so many of us, especially after this holiday season, need a little health kick, I was going to do the cleanse that I did in Life Mastery, the 5-day cleanse. But remember when I think we did a challenge, right? Where it was like no sugar, no alcohol. Like, what do you have any thoughts of that for January?
I was thinking
nods because I'd be in.
I want to do something. Yeah, I haven't finalized it, but I want to do like a 21 days to create a habit, like a 21-day challenge to, you know, no sugar, no processed foods, no whatever, you know, make sure you're getting your water. I'll talk to the other coaches here and we'll put something together for sure.
Don't ask me because I might not, you know, I'm not.
Candace is our spokesperson.
Well, you know what though? I would try. 20. It's only 21 days.
Yeah.
I better eat now.
Yeah. Jumpstart to 2022.
Yeah.
Well, I'll
Jay's the angel on one shoulder and Candace is the devil on the other, saying, "Don't do it. Don't." Eat
I'll
sugar.
share the 5-day cleanse with you because guys, honestly, I was like, I can't do 5. It was not hard because it was so much the green vegetables and fruit to the point you're like, fruit, I shouldn't be because have diabetes. And I was like, there's no way I should have this kind of fruit. But he's like, we have this weird fruit fear is people, and it's not the fruit sugars that we should fear. And my blood sugar went from like 11 in the mornings, like nothing will bring it down, to like 7.6 just after this cleanse in 5 days.
Yeah,
So
share the-
it wasn't hard because you got to eat so much, and it was you just felt phenomenal after. So yeah, but it was like all the things you're saying, but then it also says, here's what to eat. Cause I don't know about you guys, but great, tell me what not to do. But I'm like, then I just don't eat. Cause I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I can have. Like it's almost seems so hard to try to decide. So I need to know what to have. Cause we know what not to do. Right. So
Sure.
I'll share that. And if you like it, then we can use that and carry it on to 21 days. But if we can do something intense in the first bit, it might help.
Let's do it. Yeah. Cause I'm definitely going to need something for sure too.
Right?
So
Yeah.
My pants don't fit. And I was at, I was telling Crystal this morning, I was at Hugo Boss for Boxing Day. And one of the reasons I took on the part-time job was, you know what? I'm like, yep, I'm going to run for council again. I'm going to need some nice dress clothes. I'm going to need a nice suit. And what did I buy on Boxing Day? I bought a track suit because it had an elastic band. And I was like, oh, I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, so I was like,
Hugo Boss tracksuit.
I bought a Hugo Boss tracksuit.
Never even heard that.
At least you'll look swanky at the gym.
Oh man,
there you go.
Tony Soprano got nothing on me, man.
So Jay, what's your goals for 2022?
I've been thinking as you guys were talking, and I was like thinking of words, and one of the words that came up was balance. Again, just like Candace, I got to learn how to say no, or I got to learn to slow down and be more of a father rather than just be all about fitness, be all about work and all that. So I want to be about balance. But then as I use that word, I'm like, oh, I also want to build my business. But when I say build my business, like I'm building like the online platform, but I actually want to take that first step and like get out of the fear and be brave, like Brandy said, and like look at opening up my own studio. And so that I could get Candace and Crystal some personal training clients. So that so by saying balance, I'm like, okay, but I'm like, but by having my own business instead of having to go from location to location to location, I think that would help me with balance. Do you know what I mean? Like if I had my own studio.
Yeah.
100%
So
it
business,
would.
yeah. And so like they all start with the letter B. So balance, business, body fat. I want to wear a bikini too. All right. Or like
Are you just an average athlete, Jay, or what?
I'm below average right
You're
now.
below average. Okay. Yeah.
I literally it hurts to breathe when I work out. Like I'm like,
Is your ankle better now, Jay? Your tendon, is it okay now?
well, I'm allowed to start jumping. Like I've added the months together, and he's like, you got to wait till whatever.
Oh,
January
there's the
16th.
pretty girl. There's
January
the pretty lady.
16th.
Hey, there she is.
Heyo.
Hey,
There she is.
Brayden kept coming up here and was like, Dad wants you on there.
Yeah. We're wondering what's going on with you.
You get it all dressed up, and look at me. I got a shirt still on, and she's all dressed up to go to this birthday thing.
He's
You have to
like,
leave
come
in,
on,
like-
let's go, chip chop.
Yeah. I'm not even dressed. Look, no makeup.
Okay. Neither does Roland.
Lena, before you start, I just want to say, Jay, I had a team member that said the word balance too. And I don't know if anyone in this group listens to Dr. Jody Carrington. She's a psychologist in Red Deer, Olds, I guess. Anyways, but one thing she taught me was balance is bullshit. And it's kind of a funny little thing she says. But then as I started looking at that, I was like, oh, maybe. But the word this team member changed to instead was harmony. Because in balance, it's like we think that has to be equal portions of all, but that isn't how life works. And there's times in our life when business is the bigger thing because the end goal of what it's going to do for my family, right? And then so I've really learned that this year because there was times I was like, oh, I feel like I'm neglecting my children. but it's because of this end goal. And then I would like still have time with them because I didn't want to like throw everything out to achieve one goal, but it kept me about harmony. Like, how am I weaving in all the things I want in my life to work together? But sometimes one area is going to take more time and focus than another. Right. And so it's more of a freeing way to do what you're saying is what I hear. My hallucination, just what I hear.
I agree with you, Brandy. I've been through that before. I used to think balance was everything. You have to balance everything in your life. And then I read something, I don't know what it was, maybe what you were talking about. But yeah, balance doesn't work.
It's a big job.
Because yeah, there's always a priority in life. Your kids, your husband, your job, yourself. And it always takes over other things. See, it's right. You do have to have harmony in your life. And I think that's what our past year was all about too, Roland.
So you said
There was
kids,
no balance.
you said kids then husband, right? Or is it husband then kids?
Priorities, Roland, priorities.
Roland, you fall into both categories. Let's be honest.
Hey, hey, you talk about balance. I do not want to see a post on Instagram where you said you start work at 5:30 and at 9 o'clock, 16 hours of work. Okay.
Yeah, well, balance is bullshit apparently, so I'm not even using that.
So yeah, I see that. I said, man, this guy needs to rest. He needs father time.
Maybe that's the word I should use, rest. Maybe that's the word I should rest. Yeah, so
I don't want to see 16 hours of work posted on Instagram again.
so body fat, and then the other thing, Crystal's gonna make fun of me for this, but I actually want to get in the boxing ring.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Really?
Crystal wants me to do like Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu and shit, but I don't want to have to worry about knees or elbows or toes in my face. I just want to worry about the hands for now. So I want to get in the boxing ring and just like Manny Pacquiao, Filipino style, like
There you go. There you go.
So that's that. So
Maybe that's how they should choose the Airdrie mayor next time.
right,
Yeah, boxing match.
let's go.
Ready
Let's
for
go.
it.
A debate and then boxing.
That's awesome.
My big ass goal is to have our energy fitness team here do like a mud run or a Spartan race. How about that?
It'd be fun.
Hey,
Lena's in.
I'll
Look at
watch.
Lena.
She's
I'll
gonna
Lena's in.
She's gonna
I'll
get
cheer
I
you
don't
guys
run
on.
I don't run in the water.
she's gonna get dirty. That's why.
Yeah.
She's not
I'm
gonna
with
want-
Lena.
First I get Candace to climb a mountain. Now I'm gonna get her to crawl in mud.
I've done it before. I've done it multiple times. I've done multiple Spartans.
Yeah.
I haven't, I had a goal of like doing the sprint. I did the beast
Yeah.
and then I wanted to do Sun Peaks, but never did.
I
That
just
was
do
it.
a sprint, man. I'm not doing a beast. I just want
Yeah.
the 5K
I've
sprint.
done the
That's it.
beast. Yeah, whatever. Maybe I'll do a trifecta one year.
Do it.
Maybe
Do it. So
not this year though.
yeah, so we'll see. We'll
Okay,
see.
I gotta go. I gotta go pick up my
Okay.
kids.
Lena, what do
Okay.
you want?
Happy
See you
New Year,
Monday.
Candace.
Bye.
Hey, take a
See ya.
picture for Candace.
Bye.
Picture.
Okay, picture.
Picture.
Well, hold on. Let me.
Get in the picture.
Lena, forget your makeup. Get in here. What are you
Lena.
doing? Lena, there's a picture coming. Hey, wait.
Or one more. One.
Roland, stop
Lena, get
it.
your face in there. I don't want to see your ear.
Nice.
Oh boy.
Have
Okay,
a
well,
new-
see you
Happy New
Monday.
Year, everyone.
Hi, Candace.
Yeah,
Happy New Year.
Candace.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Lena, you got to share your goals for 2022.
To eat better again.
Again.
I gained a lot of weight this month.
I think we all did.
Yeah.
Tis the season. Tis the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To get back to the healthy eating.
Yeah. So that's where
Yeah.
Brandy's 21-day challenge and cleanse will come in the new year.
Oh, okay.
Your
Yeah.
challenge. I'm just going to share the cleanse part. First
Perfect.
5 days. We'll just kick our own asses for 5 days.
Yeah.
Do you know what was cool about that too was how much emotional stuff it released. Because a
Yeah.
lot of times we eat with comfort food, right? And
Yeah.
stuffs our emotions. And I was shocked on day 4, I think it was for me, how much anger came up. And they said it would, but I was like, oh yeah, okay.
Anger. Interesting.
Yeah.
Am
Well,
I-
and then the guy was like, often below my anger is sadness. And I was like, ah, and I started crying and then it was done.
Aw. Am
But
I
it
gonna?
was amazing, like how much you stuff. And by day 4 of cleansing, it's into your organ cleanse. So, and Roland, that I made me think of you because they talk a lot about lactic acid buildup being very acidic for our bodies, which is cancer producing, right? Very unhealthy.
Yeah.
A lot
That's
of you
true.
guys like work out intensely. I get my 3 times a weekend, so I'm okay. But you guys, I was worried for my friends. So a lot of like detoxing stuff, right? So the cleanse a couple times a year is really good for getting rid of all that builds up in your organs.
So I'm gonna start crying when I'm doing squats.
You might, and we'll be there. We'll hold you virtually.
Thank you. All right. Well, anything else anybody want to share? Thoughts, ideas, concerns?
I just want to say, like, I'm so proud of you all. You guys have kept me going, inspired me, made me feel connected. And I hope my wish for you is that you spend the last few days of the year really acknowledging and celebrating like how much you've overcome. It was really cool to hear you guys share that, because I'm looking at you. That's the big scary thing dealing with as a mom. And I'm just so proud of you guys, Ron and Fran. Like, you show up consistently again, no matter what. Jay, I'd love to see a little more self-care, little more grace. I'm sharing my word. You can have my word, grace. But yeah, you guys are amazing. And that's my wish, is that you really get it. You really get it. What a phenomenal group you are.
Love you guys.
Yeah. Well, appreciate you too, Brandy. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
love having you here. So, all right. Well, I won't keep
Okay.
everyone. It is getting late. Lena and Roland have to partay. Happy New Year's, guys.
We get a show now, Roland, or what?
Oh,
Yeah. Magic rolling.
Magic Roland.
Yeah, there you go.
Magic Roland.
Magic
It's a
Mangalang.
It's
Magic
a personal
Mangalang.
show. It's a personal show. See you guys later.
Oh dear. Okay, tomorrow
Okay, we'll
at
see you
noon.
tomorrow.
Okay,
We'll see
see
you
ya
tomorrow at noon.
tomorrow.
Okay. All right, take care,
Bye,
guys.
guys.
See ya.
Love ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye. See
Happy
ya.
New Year.